You see these books amongst the many others on my bookshelf, these books right here, guess what? I will never read them. I will never read them because Tate told me not to read them. Because Tate said you don't need to read books. Andrew Tate got rich without reading books and he made me believe it's dorky. He mentioned in a few of his shorts, Bread and Circuses, that it's dorky to read books and it's for nerds and for losers. So guess what? All of these books I will never read because it's dorky. Yeah, that's what you believe, yeah? That's what you believe, you rotten little rat. How about you let him impregnate your girlfriend too, yeah? How about you do that? He told you not to read books, he got rich without them. How about you listen to everything he says, and on top of that, you let him impregnate your girlfriend? How about that? Do you even have a personality? Do you even understand what the word personality itself means? Here's a hint to something that's coming in the future. Do you even understand what the word personality itself means? Look, I know there's a fatherlessness epidemic and high chances you're part of the victims, and there's an identity crisis, and they try and force identities. Your identity is conjured up by an algorithm that doesn't even know you exist. I understand that. But for once in your life, try and pause for a second and ask yourself, do you even have a soul? Do you even have a personality? Just because someone says something and you look up to the guy doesn't mean you necessarily clone everything he says. Granted, when someone above you and you look up to says something, that's a hint, that's a blueprint, that's a clairvoyant way of saying, hey, maybe I can push you to this path, this little, edge you a bit closer to seeing the truth and your own truth. Maybe, fine, that can help you a little, but that doesn't mean you try and clone that person's existence. Sure, Tate is rich and he never read books, which he probably is not really saying the truth about, but let's say he never did. You know who else is rich and also reads books? Alex Hormozy, Hafthor Bjornsson, this giant, this behemoth, this colossus, yeah? He's not a nerd or anything, very rich. Yeah, well guess what? He reads. Conor McGregor, Habib Nurmagomedov, guess what? Guess what? They read. These warriors, these fighters, these men who step into the cage and face themselves like gladiators, guess what? They go back home, they open their books, and they read. The baddest man on the planet, Mike Tyson, goes home and reads philosophy books. Philosophy. Goggins, etc. Many of these guys, way more successful than Tate. Guess what? They read. Look, the only purpose of books is not for you to read these little entrepreneur books and give you a blueprint to get rich. Many of them do help, but they are way more than that. They are way more than just purely money, how to make money books. Books are far greater than this. They show you a little blueprint, but there's so much more. Even the fictional books that people in this faggoty little space say, oh no, don't read fictional books, read self-improvement. Even the fictional books that you read can give you stories and insights on how characters that you can look up to actually act, and that transfers and manifests itself into your own personality. For example, a lot of guys read a book like, let's say, Blood Meridian. I don't know, this book's popping off hard, right? A lot of guys read books and they see characters that they look up to, masculine, driven, ambitious, respected, kind, good-souled characters, and they emulate the personality traits of this character and this character and this character, and they end up becoming an amalgamation of a bunch of characters, and now they have a unique personality. Books aren't just, oh, I have to make money, bro, I'm going to make a sell course and do that. That's not just what books are. Books are far greater than that. I'm going to give you a very strong analogy. Let's see if you can follow up with me. In video games where there's like level 30 guy, level 100 guy, level 700 guy, think of GTA, RuneScape, Call of Duty. When you're a little noob, when you're a level 20 and you go into a GTA lobby and you see a guy with level 700, all you see is his level. You don't even see him. You don't even see what car he's driving. You don't even see what jet he's inside. You don't even see the Hydra. You don't see anything. All you see is his level. Same thing with Call of Duty. You're a noob, prestige master. You don't see anything except his level. You know what that does to you? It makes you feel, okay, this guy is like, he's interesting. He's got something in the game. He's got something above me. He's got something that I should respect. That's what books do to you in real life. Imagine there's this invisible number on your forehead that people can see. They can see, you can't. There's an invisible number on your forehead, and that just symbolizes how much experience you have in life. Funny thing is, a lot of you want life experience, right? You want to go out and explore, but you're broken. You still want to explore the world, right? A great way to do that is through delving into these books and understanding more about the world. They make you far more intelligent, far more interesting, and you become that guy who's leveled up. When I speak to someone, yesterday I spoke to a guy at the gym. This guy's 19 years old. He's traveled all over the world. I could just tell how interesting he is, and I'm sure, 100% sure, this guy's been spamming books, right? Instead of traveling, which you probably can't do right now, but if you can, that's a really good option too. Instead of traveling, delve into these books. You know, this business that I've started right here, this business that will make me a multi-millionaire. You know, this business, I started it because I read books. Do you know that? Do you know that I wouldn't exist and you wouldn't be watching me if I haven't read books? Do you know that? And then here comes Andrew Tate, oh, but I made it without reading books. You're not Tate. You have your own timeline, your own pathway. And when you're challenging and going up against other people who have read books in whatever business it is, whatever realm it is, speaking, social skills, anything, when you go up against someone who has read books and you haven't, you are cooked. You're cooked. You're over. All of these books that I've just showed you, I've read them and I've studied them and I've dissected them, and now I have so much knowledge and so much confidence in myself, knowing that I will become the man that I always wanted to be, and I continue to grow and fight for it. It's why I was able to put life-changing knowledge that literally has saved and transformed lives inside Blackthorn Capital, and build an incredible business that will not just make me, but grow other multi-millionaires. What the hell am I talking about? Why is this guy so confident he'll make other people multi-millionaires? Could you be one of them? Find out in Blackthorn. Wish not for a lighter load, but for a stronger back.